Hi, so my name is Adobe from the Flash Builder team, and if my screen is on, the screen. Oh, cool. Okay, so I have a Flex project here. It's a medium-sized application. I'll just launch it quickly for you. It's an Air RSS reader. I need to make visual changes to this, and I don't want to verify the running application each time, because the edit, compile, debug cycle can be very annoying. Now, let me show you a new way to do this. Let me switch over to the brand new live view in Flash Builder. Give it a second. And now you have the application running right within Flash Builder. All the effects, all the data, everything is within Flash Builder. Now, I can actually interact with this. I can actually load a feed of the internet. I can just make sure that works. Okay, the net didn't work. But yeah, the article's here. So I'll make the changes I wanted to make. I quickly make the background, change the font. And if you notice, it's put a star next to redefine.mxml here on the top left because the file has been edited. The code is actually changed right then when the change is made. Now, so on one hand, you need to interact with the application. On the other, you need to make changes to it, right? So we have a live mode here, indicated by the green button. Now I'll switch over to edit mode. Now I can actually select visual components on the screen. I can actually select any flex component and make changes to it. Let me just quickly change the label. I'll change it to redefine. About. And the label again is instantly updated, and that was sitting in another MXML file called header.mxml. That's also been changed. Now for something slightly more exciting. Let me select an item renderer. I'll remove italics, and you can notice that all the renders in the list get updated instantly. And again, it's changed toc renderer.mxml as well. Right. Now I've just been editing stuff, right? What if I want to add something new? Now this application is missing a next article button. So I'll just drag and drop a button onto my live application. A brand new button sitting there. I'll position it here. Quickly change the label. Bring the size down a bit to match the other one. And I can actually toggle back to live mode and try out my button. It doesn't do anything because I don't have an event handler set up, right? Now at this point, I'd have to switch back to code, but to save you time, you just pick the button, you type in the function you want to call. I want to call a function called showNext. Hit tab out, I switch back to live mode, and when I hit next, you can see that the function is called, the effect plays, and it actually switches to the next article. The live application in Flash Builder just doesn't have to be about making design edits. Now what if you wanted to debug an effect? Now when this article is coming in from the right, you want to break. So you have a breakpoint mode here. Let me just select the article. And I choose breakpoint mode. Now I say where the article appears that I want to break. So I choose here. And now let me quickly switch back to source mode to show you how the debug thing is going to work. So it's set a conditional breakpoint based on the article I've selected and based on the coordinates I picked. And now let me hit debug. It's going to ask me to make changes to save the changes that I made via live view. I'll hit OK. It'll start compiling the application. Give it a second. It's building. And the application should be up.
There's an error. Problem. Redx.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's what this is solving.
Errors.
They know more than you.
They're a smart audience. We have smart customers.
Talk about interactive audience.
Yeah, just let it compile again. I think I pressed a key by mistake. So when it launches, yes, now it's launching finally. The application is breaking at the breakpoint I set because the timer is running every second. I can actually debug the variable. Now let me just hit continue and show you the app. I'll remove the breakpoint. And you can see that all the changes we made in live view have been reflected on the actual running app. Everything works. The colors change, the new button is sitting there, the new button was using constraints, so it's resized even though the app has become bigger. The effect that we hooked up in live view is playing, and all that you only had to compile just before launching the app finally to show you guys. That's it, that's where it is. Thanks.